Imagine waking up at 2 a.m. to the sweet sound of your neighbor's karaoke rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody, off-key and on repeat. That's the kind of neighborly drama we're unpacking today. I'm Sam, your host.
And I'm Jess. If you've ever dealt with a lawn perfectionist or the unofficial mayor of the neighborhood complaint club, you're in the right place. Today we're arming you with English phrases to survive and maybe even win a neighborly showdown.
We'll dish out classic zingers, subtle burns, some clever comebacks, and a few ways to keep things light even when the trash talk gets real.
Plus, we'll sprinkle in a dash of Southern charm and sitcom-worthy banter. So, buckle up for a laugh-filled guide to handling those tricky neighbor moments.
Let's kick things off with a timeless one. Good fences make good neighbors. It sounds innocent, but it's a polite way of saying, stay over there, please.
Totally, but sometimes those fences are more like suggestions than barriers. I swear, some are flimsier than my willpower at a donut shop.
It's true. For the bold among us, you can always go with, why don't you take a long walk off a short pier? That one's got some bite.
That's a classic. It's like giving them a trip, just not the kind they'd want, and it absolutely sets the tone when you're ready to draw the line.
If you're feeling sassy but want to keep it subtle, there's always the Southern standby, bless your heart.
Nothing says, you poor clueless soul, quite like that. It's a hug wrapped in sarcasm so polite on the surface, but we all know what it really means.
It's the ultimate way to keep things civil, even when you're fuming on the inside. Add a little smile, and you're golden.
Or, my go-to, I love how you make me feel like I'm living in a sitcom. Let's be real, some of these neighbor dramas deserve an audience.
If you've truly reached your limit, sometimes you need a phrase that lets the frustration out. Try, if I wanted to hear from an "Oh, I'd fart." Not subtle, but effective.
That's hardcore. And for those moments when you're fed up but still want to keep a tiny bit of dignity, there's, your opinion is not needed. Please submit it to the trash can.
Exactly a polite shutdown, and honestly, sometimes the trash can is the only place for some opinions.
And if you're still not satisfied, just imagine saying, if I had $1 for every time you annoyed me, I'd be rich enough to leave the neighborhood. Sassy and therapeutic.
Of course, not every neighbor situation has to turn into verbal jujitsu. Sometimes, humor keeps things cool, like saying, let's keep the peace by pretending we're both invisible.
I love that. It's friendly, but clear boundaries, but with a wink. Or, how about we agree to disagree? Sometimes, that's all you can do.
A well-timed joke can diffuse tension way faster than an argument. Plus, it gives you a good story for later.
Exactly. Who needs reality TV when you have your own drama next door? Add a little laughter, and even the worst neighbor moments get easier.
So, our top 3 takeaways. First, a clever phrase can be your best friend during neighborly squabbles. Second, a little humor often works better than getting heated. Third, sometimes the most powerful comeback is just walking away with your dignity.
And here's your action step. Try out one of these phrases the next time you're tempted to lose your cool. You might be surprised how much it helps.
If you've got your own neighbor stories or favorite one-liners, share them with us online. Let's keep the laughs and the peace rolling.
Thanks for tuning in to Chit Chat and Chuckles. Remember, life's too short to let grumpy neighbors steal your joy. See you next time and keep laughing.